So we have some news, and it's really hot. It's about what we have complained about all these years, and it finally has a fix. And as always, Neo is pulling the same trick on me again. Few weeks ago they posted this video to showcase how they changed the netcode of the multiplayer gameplay. And yes, the difference was clear. It was a huge improvement. But that was just the smoothness of the internet code. What about the IGI-2's base movement? That was so disastrous. And it was uncanny. No one had an idea how to explain it. But this is where Neonix modding team did a pretty good explanation. They tell us once you go to third-person mode, you can see the problem. The character drifts like a car. And yes, people exist who like this movement. I need to figure out the size of the screw that's loose in their brain. And this new movement mechanics seem like it's going to be a lot more smoother. I never tested this myself, so I still don't have an idea of how it feels like. Is it close to the first game, or is it a completely new and different feel? That remains a question. But that's not everything with the video he posted. There are a few extra details we can look at. First of all, look at this. I mean the image. This actually is a message. The message delivers that this is going to be a whole new character, a whole new experience. And then we have a little bit of a gameplay footage. There's a lot to take in from this one. First of all, look at the MP5. New graphics, new textures, looks way better. And then some extra dialogues.
Alright, Jones. You're inside the perimeter. Do you see the airdrop?
Since Jones is in a really high altitude position, so the radio signals and the voice comm is a bit shattering. And we have some new foliage, new trees and stuff. However, there is a bug from the vanilla game, it's still there. It's the idle gun animation, it's still jittery. I'm guessing they still have to find a fix for this yet, but I could play with that. Not that big of an issue. And yeah, we have a SOCOM instead of a Glock 17 this time, with some changes in the colors and textures. And David Jones is being as David Jones as possible.
You know, your covert supplies really drew a crowd.
Just like from the first game, none of that want to retire grandpa kind of bullshit anymore. The new level 3 music, it feels so refreshing now. This is exactly what I wanted to see.
Jones, I'm detecting heavy enemy activity ahead. Sniper tower on the far side.
I see the tower, but these guys definitely aren't just a random mob, White. Their stance, gear, discipline. They're soldiers.
This dialogue right here, this gives us an idea about how the storyline is going to be a bit different now. From this dialogue, we can speculate what's happening here. Philip White has lied to Jones that these people are thieves or maybe just a mob who stole some chips. But Jones feels something's fishy because these are not mobsters, these are actual soldiers. And as if Philip White is trying to get Jones killed.
Night-night. No more watching me work.
Okay, so Jones is being the sneaky bastard he should be. I love this dialogue. And this is where it gets interesting. A helicopter comes in, drops in a few guards, but they are not just some random guards. They are harder to kill. They have a lot more health, a lot more armor. And when Jones finally kills them, this is what he says.
Yeah, these aren't rookies.
This means raising the alarm is actually going to punish us, instead of getting more ducks to kill while camping in a single position. So it is getting clear that this game is no longer the IGI-2 we knew. This is going to be a completely different experience, just like playing a whole new game now. From at least the info I have and what I know, this is only for the first 7 missions. But 7 missions of brand new IGI content, who's gonna ignore that? From what I know, the Neonix update 1.4 is almost complete, just a few cutscenes remaining. I'm not sure how much time will it take for the final release, because that depends on one single person who has the job of making the cutscenes. But if you ever tried and worked on this game before, then using the IGI-2 editor and making cutscenes, that's like a psychological torture. It is much more difficult than you think it is. Apart from this, don't really have much to talk about. The videos that Neo posts on his channel are pretty much self-explanatory. So I'll put the link to these videos and Neo's Discord server in my description if you want to check it out. And for lots of people who are asking me to play IGI-2 multiplayer, there is a project called Project Revive. I myself did not try playing multiplayer with them yet, because of lots of scheduled videos. They do seem to be working on pretty interesting things at the moment. So if you want to try that out, I'll put the link to their server in my description. There you can get some guidance on how to play multiplayer again. So be seeing you in the next video. Show be out and I'm going in.